Hey there, how are you today? I'm good, thanks. Hey, just wanted to do a quick video on the magic question in real estate. If you are already a property owner or homeowner or the owner of an investment property, here's the magic question. Do you buy first or do you sell first? That's the catch-22 in real estate right there. Magic question for everybody. So I'm going to give you a little bit of my take on it and offer some tools here. These aren't all the tools in the toolbox, but probably the most popular, I would say. So anyway, let's dive into that. If you are looking to transition from one property to the next and make it a smooth transition, you might look at doing the possibility of a bridge loan or some sort of line of credit. You can have your current property paid off, or you can still have a loan against it. Either way, the lender that's going to do the bridge or the line of credit for you is going to look at all of the debt to income and your debt to income ratios, the equity in the property, and everything else kind of working in on your financial picture there to be able to guide you on how to move forward on the next property. Another tool in the toolbox, one that's kind of easy to do but it carries some risk, is to go out and chase a property that you want to buy and move to and throw up a large amount of earnest money, non-refundable. When you do the non-refundable in any amount of earnest money, okay, any amount, you are telling that particular seller that I'm coming. You're coming. You're going to buy that property. You're going to do everything in your wheelhouse to get that done. And we're going to have a plan to get that done with you. And you're going to have some confidence when you sign a contract that says non-refundable earnest money in any amount. It doesn't matter what it is. There's some confidence there, and that's a statement for that seller that you're trying to buy property from. So that's another tool. You may look at doing a short-term rent and then applying rent payments or a portion of the rent payments to the new property once we sell your current property. That way that buys you some time to move. We've done that. Obviously, in any early occupancy situation that comes with a certain level of risk, and the seller especially, but both buyer and seller need to include their insurance agents in those conversations because of the elevated risk there, and we don't quite have the changeover in ownership yet. But that's one tool we've used. Set it up on a 2 or 3 or 4 month rent to where you're paying the seller a fee to be there, or call it a trespass fee if you want. However you want to word it. I mean, everybody sings a little different tune once in a while, but it is what it is, and every buyer and seller are different, so those terms are typically different. I've never seen one of the same yet. If you're self-employed or you own a business, you could leverage some equipment. Maybe you leverage your boat or your camper. It doesn't have to be just equipment, but find other assets, especially those that are titled or those that you can sell easily. Leverage that equipment, and you can leverage it to the seller, the property that you're currently trying to buy from. You could attach it into the sale, the real estate sale. That's pretty popular in industrial or farm and ranch. You can do those sorts of things. A couple others that most real estate agents don't think about but are really good tools. You can tap into your 401ks temporarily. Every 401k seems to be a little different. So we need to pull in your asset manager there, your financial planner there, and see what that looks like for you. And then two, the big one nobody ever talks about, but I like talking about it because I like it better than 401ks, is your life insurance policies. If you have a life insurance policy, 9 times out of 10, there's a clause in there that you can pull out a loan against yourself and use it to buy real estate. And so we tackle those conversations and pull in your life insurance agent on that. So we're always talking about how it's a team effort around here. It's not just about us always, or even the buyers and sellers. Real estate is so unique and so diverse that we don't have to, but we encourage you to pull in other people in your wheelhouse, other team members in your circle, to make these deals come true for you. And then there's just times where you got to be creative. Like, you got to be thinking outside the box. It's important to me to learn how buyers and sellers interact with each other, what their true goals are, what's it going to take to make this happen. I've seen people stand toe to toe and be like, yeah, I want to sell it to you and I want to buy it from you, but how do we get there? We're totally clueless, and things are limited, and we got these constraints and those constraints and these concerns and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it's just about being creative, thinking outside the box, and really tuning in to what I'm listening to from the buyers and sellers. So if we're asking questions, it's not to always be nosy. It's to try to learn how to best work for you. So just be cognitive of that. And then last, investors have what's called 1031 exchanges. Again, this more affects those that are just true investors, where they're just transferring cash from one property to the next. They're probably not self-employed or run a business or got to move equipment or got to move artwork or got to move a store or whatever. Like, there's no tangible assets to move from one location to the next. It's just cash. But at any rate, even a 1031 buyer, the savvy ones, are buyers before they're sellers, because as soon as we sell their current property, they got to turn around and buy within so many days. We got to have a property, like 3 or 4 properties identified up front. We get like 90 days to do that, and then we got to be closed in 6 months. And if things don't go smooth, I'm here to tell you, those days and those months go by way too quick. So the savvy ones, especially the ones that have done it a time or two, they are also buyers before they're sellers. So the catch-22 is this. The answer is pretty simple. Over 90% of the time, buyers of people that are looking to buy and sell, they're typically buyers before they're sellers in any class of real estate. So farm and ranch, homes, commercial, industrial, whatever. Typically what we see is we work for them as buyers first, then we sell and turn back around and close out the buying side. So hope that helps. If you like what we're putting out, ring the bell, toot the horn, share, like, whatever. Whatever we got to do to stay in front of you. Contact us, leave a comment down below, and let us know if there's something you want us to talk about. Otherwise, I'll just catch you on the next video. Thanks, and have a great day.